Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Welcome everyone to the Marriott Bonvoy post-game check-in. I'm Jeannie, joined with the victorious Noah, as well as Jackie's 3-0 series. That was clean, Noah. How are you feeling?
I mean, we already knew we are gonna win, so that's just fine, you know.
Okay, the confidence.
Same for me. I knew we'll win, but I have to say I let myself go today. I was kind of hinting, not gonna lie, but I had this guy to carry the game, so I was fine.
I love how you have that excuse ready after every game.
Yeah, of course.
It do be like that sometimes. But let's talk about this one specifically because a lot of discussion has been going on around the mid-games when it comes to GX and how you guys get that early game lead. You don't necessarily have the chances to translate it. But it felt like this series specifically, you guys really were able to bring back those mid-games, and they were absolutely flawless. So what's been the driver force behind that, Jackies?
I think it went kind of from both sides because I think BDS, I know they are going home now, so I don't want to full trash talk them, but I feel like they were not doing anything in the game. Mm-hmm. And it's even from objectives, we came and they just kind of watched us and just hoped we will do a mistake. So I would say it was not hard to do, but I think in scrims that's our main focus, right? And yeah, I'm glad it's getting better.
It is, and you guys with that qualify for playoffs. Noah, there is a possibility that you play Fnatic in the playoffs bracket. Are you excited for that?
I'm honestly, on spring we lost, so I want a revenge, and I think I have a really good competitor now, because I think me and John are playing Prime mode now, so I want to meet anyone we can win, I think.
I love the confidence. You guys are so locked in, ready for the playoffs. But also, Jackie's, when we're looking at GX specifically, feels like people have been downplaying you guys quite a bit, especially in summer. Why do you think that is?
I actually don't know why that is, but I think I don't really care personally. If they want to doubt us, I don't really mind. But I think it's maybe because we threw a lot of games, right? And that's the inconsistency that we have and I have. And it's just fixing those small mistakes. And I think we can take anyone in the league.
How are you going to fix those small mistakes then? Because now, a spot for Worlds is out there.
That's a good question, right? I think it's just working on it in scrims and just being disciplined. I think it's simple as that.
When it comes to discipline and it comes to scrims, Noah, how are you making sure that you translate your scrim results, which are good, into the live here on stage?
Honestly, I think these days scrim was not that great like before, but I think we will learn more up from lose, I think, because I think lose gave us more learning, so I think it's good, yeah.
Learning from your mistakes.
Yes,
That's exactly what we love to see here. Jackie is ahead of playoffs. You're talking about fixing some of these smaller mistakes because obviously the spot for Worlds is on the line. But is there anything or any player individually that you are really looking forward to playing?
I couldn't play against Bobby Wright yet, so I want to see what he can bring. And I hope I meet him instantly. And I just want to see what happens on mid.
Wait, so are you praying on the Fnatic downfall against MKOI?
Of course. Everyone wants Fnatic to lose, I think. So.
Oh, but because you want to play against them, right?
Yeah, that's the reason, yeah.
Yes, okay, of course.
I will revenge for Marek, actually.
So revenge for Marek, actually.
I'm joking.
That's a really good point. But Noah, as well for you, looking ahead in the playoffs, looking a spot for Worlds maybe, what are you going to focus on now?
I think we still have some issue that communication, I think, still, so I will probably focus on that, and that's it.
Well, you focused and really locked in today, and with that, you are getting the Kia Player of the Series. Can we hear it for Noah, guys?
Thank you.
Congratulations again on the win and qualifying for playoffs. That's us done over here on the stage. We're going to be heading over to PGL with Laure, who's standing by with lots. So, girlie, take it away.
Thank you, girlie. Always great to hear from these two. They're so funny. I love the vibe around GX. I love the vibe around GX. I love the fact that I don't have trust issues with GX anymore. They advance convincingly to playoffs now after sweeping BDS 3-0. And yeah, of course, we have Lutz. You see him here bowing to the crowd. And he's with us in PGL. Congratulations.
Thank you.
So, first reactions on today. Pretty clean games, I want to say. A lot of oopsies here and there, but that's GX.
Yeah, to be honest, I think we were kind of nervous.
Oh, really?
Not nervous, but we were not that much aggressive. Or maybe it's enemy team is not playing that much aggressive. And we were kind of used to get errors when we do our moves. So it was kind of feeling weird in the objective setups. So like when they were coming, no, they would die, kinda. He didn't die, so we were feeling weird, you know.
It's weird how it can like throw you off, Finn, when the opponent is just not giving you what you think they will. You have your gameplay, but everything is just in shambles, and you're like, okay, they're not fighting.
Yeah, I mean, it's always a struggle when you like scrim and you feel like you're playing all these comps where if you're like 5k gold up at 20 minutes in a game, you seem so easy because they give everything to you. And something that Jack has talked about in the interview was working on discipline. And Lot, I've played against you solo queue quite a bit, and I feel like you are really disciplined, especially in laning phase.
Yep.
So I wonder, like, is there someone you watch a lot, or how do you work to build your own discipline if you don't talk about a team-wide discipline?
For my own performance, I'm mostly watching Bin and Zeus, and also Kian,
Oh, nice.
and Dolan also, but I'm mostly a Bin fan, and my kind of play style similar to Bin. Like I'm kind of wave management top laner, then I like kind of go ham and just stay top laner. So like my discipline comes from the how I manage lane, how I manage my minions. So that's kind of help my discipline also. I don't need to push my limits much more because I just do basics, and the basics come with a reward, you know.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's really valid. Those are like the best top laners. I remember when I was watching Bin a lot, one thing that I paid attention to was really his spacing in lane. I feel like he always pulls people into the good positions in laning phase and getting punished by winning the all-in. Do you feel like this is something that you want to pick up on as well, or something that you realize, did you see as well when you watch his games?
Yeah, I mean, that's what I use in what I mostly look about Bin. Like my kind of play style is like this, like I'm trying to put a wave in a spot that I can free hit or like free get trade. So like I'm mostly using 100-0 trades, so like the way lanes are kind of becoming easy for me, so I'm not becoming that useless in game. I'm always trying to be good in the game, be high in the game, and having good matchups. Even though if I play bad matchups, I will mostly like go maybe 10 CS behind, so like I can be useful in game.
Amazing. I love to hear it. Any Bin champions that maybe you would want to implement in your gameplay?
I mean, one of my
style?
main champions are kind of Jax also, so
Yeah, nice.
like, my Jax is kind of coming from Bin.
Any takes on his Jace? From solo queue maybe,
Not
Finn?
Jace, Jax.
Jax.
I mean, I think your Jax, I think that was like coming into winter, that was like, I thought about you as Jax and Rumble, those were like your bread and butter. And I wonder, like, we don't see Jax that much. We saw today in the jungle. Do you think he's blindable right now, or do you think he requires a little bit too much setup to find his way there?
I think in Fearless it's blindable. Like in third or fourth game, it's blindable champion, but the first games, there is battle champions. It's not Jake's bet of a champion, but the like Sion, Xante,
Yeah.
Lexi, Mundo, this kind of counters also like any champion like this things and the laning matchups are kind of hard for Jax, and you are not becoming more useful in game.
Yeah.
So like you need to be a good lane to be a good Jax.
Yeah.
Actually, I have some questions about the new patch, top lane, what we've seen and everything, because for instance, in LTA, Bwipo played Singed top lane. Mirvin from MKOI was talking about Rek'Sai top lane. Any thoughts on those champions?
Yeah, I mean I'm looking forward to these champs also.
Okay.
I'm looking forward for enemy to pick against me, kinda. So,
Yeah.
Like I have answers to these champs, and I'm ready to match with any kind of weird top lane picks, you know. So I'm ready whoever picks, and I have some surprises also in the other cities, I would say.
I'm so excited. Do you feel like we could see more on the top lane, Finn, right now? Do you feel like top lane is not having enough fun?
I mean, it's difficult, right? Because usually game one, it's all about the sign trade. Like one team gets signed, they have
Yeah.
super easy swaps, and then like it comes to the Ambessa. The Gwen was popular in some series, not really much today. What do you think about Gwen? Like she's not really being picked that much, or at least not today. What do you think about the champion right now?
I mean, the nerf kind of killed him, to be honest.
Really?
Yeah, the ult stop is kind of big because all of the matchups that you play as Gwen was a level 6 all-in. So when you play Gwen right now, you have just sort of slope that you cannot catch enemy. And they are just kiting you out. So it's harder to hit your skills, harder to catch them, and it kind of feels love to play.
Okay, I could let you guys nerd about top lane for ages, but I have more broader questions about GX actually, because you said in an interview last week that it was kind of hard for you actually to translate the level you have in scrims onto the stage, because your scrims were so short and you were stomping people so hard that actually it was really hard to progress in mid game. And I feel like an issue that players have and teams have consistently is getting better at mid-game. So how do you feel like you got better? What clicked it for you?
I think we got better a lot since I did this interview and since the Navi match also. Even before Navi match, our kind of hit point was in MKOI game when we lost the 6K gold lead game
Yeah.
If we maybe like there's so many good things in Hanover, but we will still beat. Our progress was kind of like we tried to play as how we play in officers, and try to implement what we do things in officers to in sick teams, rather than doing sick teams and going into officer. So like we kind of change and we start learning how to play mid game better as a
I
team.
see.
And now we are building a new structure that can help us win the games, even though we are not 10K ahead.
Genjix is unleashed. I feel. What makes it hard for teams, Finn, for you to progress in mid games? Because laning phase is pretty much going to be the same always, but I feel like there's more random components to the mid game that maybe makes it hard to train consistently.
Yeah, I mean, the way I kind of see mid game is it's kind of like a ping pong game where you like play one side and transition to the other side, and there's this wave going through the map all the time, kind of. And sometimes people they get the vision on one side, and then they feel like, wait, we're so strong on this side, we want to make something happen here, but there's not really that much to get there. And I feel like sometimes people tunnel on getting one strong side and really hard forcing there. When you look at a really good teams, they just really play this wave so well, the back and forth, and it's really fishing for the opponents to make the mistake, because it's really hard to force the mistake, but by putting yourself into good positions, eventually they will end up in a position where they can't phase check every bush properly, they can't really set up every silent properly, or either they're going to lose side push constantly, or they're going to have to like make a hard turn into one side that you have control over.
So it's a choreography still, but like a different one than the early game. I love learning about the game right now. I hope you're enjoying this at home as well. Another question that I had for you, you said that in winter you were so much closer to the level you had last year in LFL, in ERLs. As a more general note, what was the main difference between what you see in LEC and in LFL when it comes to like the level of the top laner? What makes the top laners better here?
I think when I think about this a lot, I start thinking maybe it was not me feeling different, but is the game changing?
Okay.
So right now I'm feeling like the game changed a lot in ERL. It was kind of all about laning phase, but with the minion changes, the other stuffs, right now the laning kind of not existing. Like even though you're not a good laner, you can have a good lane, you know? You will not get stomped that hard, and you cannot win the games from laning. But in ERL, it was my kind of strength. I was a laning top laner, and I was just stomping the games from my laning. I would get so much advantage that I would just carry the kind of games. So in LEC, the game changed, and when I came to LEC, the players got a lot better also. So it kind of affected me in a feeling that maybe I'm not playing as good as before, but it's actually opposite. I'm playing better, team-wise, and in laning-wise also, but the game changed.
I see.
Now, I also think about ARL top laners. I think they are quite good at playing the winning matchups, but a lot of ARL top laners, they don't really know how to really stabilize when the matchup is kind of bad. And I feel like that's kind of, as you said, when you had a good matchup, you know exactly how to snowball that. Maybe you didn't play against players that felt really good, kind of going even, or like trying to minimize their losses, going minus 10 CS behind, which should be like the normally losing matchup. I feel like that is one of the big discrepancies behind with LEC top laners and ARL top laners especially. I don't know what your thoughts are on it.
Yeah, when you play winning matchups, it's still easy. Like even though enemy top knows, you can still get advantage. But it most of the times when you are losing, when you are playing a losing matchup, when enemy top laner is not going behind that much, you're kind of feeling weird. And in here it's like this. So I was kind of thinking myself, maybe I got worse, but it's actually opposite. So I agree with you.
Well, it's been a pleasure seeing you develop in the LEC so far, but you have more top laners to take down in your road to playoffs. So let's take a look at the bracket to see where we leave things at the end of this day. As we're done with eliminations now, the crossplay decider is over. We waved goodbye to Team Heretics yesterday, and today BDS is going to join them in their early off-season, sadly, but the road continues for GX. And who do you think you're going to be facing off against next week? You're going to have the loser of MKOI Fnatic.
I think MKOI Fnatic match will be kind of close, but I'm guessing I will match Fnatic. And I really want to match Fnatic also, because we have a revenge that we need to take from Spring. So I'm really looking forward to it.
Any thoughts on this, Finn?
I mean, I think
Who's
it's a super exciting upper bracket now into lower bracket. I think all the games now are finally super exciting. I feel like I feel like you guys can for sure challenge the top 4, and I feel like that's kind of where you want to break through. If you have this momentum coming into playoffs, you can easily make a run, and I think that's what makes it so exciting. It's no series is guaranteed going either way.
I mean, you were saying that you were maybe a bit stressed coming into today. Do you feel like the fear of elimination is actually pushing you guys further, or is it something you're trying to block when you're playing right now?
I think maybe I'm wrong on my assumptions because it was not maybe nervous. Like maybe enemy was kind of playing like behind also. Like they were not trying to give us stops, you know. They were just coming to objective, standing, not doing anything. We get objective, but there is not fight happening, you know. Then we are thinking we need to have fight, you know. They are just coming, wasting time, going back, and I'm like, okay, guys, we can go. They are not going, and okay, everything is. When we go deep, then we kind of lose. So it was kind of this type of gameplay.
In that sense, well, I mean, I'm guessing you're going to have a different challenge ahead, whoever you're going to be facing off against in the next round. Tomorrow, though, we have G2KC. What do you think it's going to come down to?
I think G2 is one of, right now, the best team. They are really good in teams and really good in official also. I think it will be 3-1 G2.
3-1 G2? You want to venture a prediction, Finn?
No, I also put G2 when I predicted this game before on Euphoria. I feel like G2 just right now, they look so good. The only thing you think about with G2, because I think the other Group B, was a lot weaker than Group A. So maybe the opposition they have faced hasn't been as strong in official games, and maybe they will actually get a little bit of a shock going on a team like KC that could punish them.
Yeah, the tension around this game. I cannot wait, honestly, and we're going to kick off round 1 of the playoffs tomorrow. And next week, Genji, GX, rather.
Oh, she's bought in.
I know, I'm bought in. GX will commence their journey here in playoffs and prove that they're more than the gatekeepers. Lots, thank you so much for joining us today. It's been a pleasure catching up with you. Congrats on winning once again. Finn, smurfing, great as always. I'll see you again this weekend.
Yeah, see you Monday.
Okay, perfect. I'll see you Monday then, and I'll see you all tomorrow, same time, same place. The beginning of playoffs, round 1, G2 versus KC is on the menu tomorrow. Have a good night, kids. Bye bye.
All right.
Bye.
Nuke flashed immediately. Even though he's out, the 1v1's continuing on. Jackie steps up, flashes in. Lethal tempo, but he dies! He goes into a bomb and he gets exploded! Ulti's going to be popped out, thanks to assist. Tempered Fate comes in as a response. June gets the knock-up as Parasite's away. The Cosmic Binding was beautiful. Trisha Barrage late.
I'm looking. He's on flash. I can look bottom. I'm looking bottom. You're looking bottom. Yep. Let's push, okay? We can national, no, we can.
Jackie's about to die. Nuke! Oh, he gets it from range and Nuke dies!
No, I need to work. No, he hinted. I think. We went 3-3. We hard win. We fight. Go get a flash. Sometimes TP now. I need it. Fuck it, flash. No, I carry. Nice. Yeah. I'll play against switcher. Okay, go. We're putting. The drinks are getting cooked by my ult actually. Holy shit, the numbers I have on my screen. They are looking on you, but yeah, please, good calls. I'm coming. I have ult. Can you pull them off? It's in, I'm coming. Talja. Where is that? Talja. Oj. Ult crash. Let's push Goros, okay? I kill him. Nice. Hade du någon flash? I'm not there anymore, guys, okay? No flash hit rocks, okay? You're looking big. Nice. Go. Oh! Listen. Try to. Nice. Good job, guys.
G2, the perfect